Okay, today I want to show you 3 projects we did since we moved in the house. We started late winter, early spring, and the first one is going to be up on my roof. There you can see we installed 14 solar panels. Those solar panels basically are creating about 90%, maybe 95% of what electricity we're consuming. What I'm trying to do is get those 14 panels to equate with what I use on a regular basis. So what happens when the sun is shining, it's creating electricity. And I'll show you where it goes here to the side of the house. I guess here's our 4th project we did. We put an energy efficient air conditioning in. It's a 15 SEER, going to use about 25% less electricity. So what happens is the solar comes down into this inverter box right here, and you can see today I generated 19.95 kilowatts. Comes down in here into this meter. This meter is spinning backwards because I'm creating electricity right now. And then we go over here to this is my usage meter. Alright, and as you can see, it's barely creeping along. Right now I got the pool pump on, and I believe my air conditioner just now shut off. So what's really cool about this is sometimes the meter will be standing still, going backwards, or moving forward. So this is the electric grid panel, and again, it's in the back of the house. Here's our new York high efficiency 4-ton air conditioning. We replaced it. We had a 3-ton. But since we're adding on to the house nearly 500 square feet in the next couple months, we need a little more power. So that's electricity, which is great. Now I'm going to show you my second project. We'll go over here to our pool pump. And I took an old 10-year-old pool pump that we had that was average, used about 11 amps. It's an old Whisper Flow. 2 horsepower, and I replaced it with this Echo pump. It's called an EP2. It's a variable speed pump, and you can barely hear it right now. It's on low. Okay, people keep these on 24/7 nowadays and still use a lot less electricity. Alright, I'm gonna right now, if I compare what this pump says it uses compared to the other pump, this right now on low uses 1/10 of the energy that my old pump was using. Alright, and then a friend of mine connected a switch over here right underneath. This is the high-low switch. There you go. Now I switched it on high, and it's about the same flow as what I had with the 2 horsepower, but this is a 3/4 horsepower. Alright. And it flows good. It's not so loud, and it's been keeping the water nice and clean. You're going to notice I also have a salt chlorine generator here. This is actually on the pool when I moved in. And what it does, you put salt in the pool, you have salt water. Salt water comes through this intake into this cell, and it converts the sodium chloride. It basically takes the chlorine out of the salt and goes into the pool as chlorine. Therefore, you don't have to add all the harsh chemicals. When we jump in our pool, we don't have to worry about our clothes being bleached out or your hair turning colors. If you've ever taken a shower or a bath in soft water, again, you use salt. It's the same concept. So we did replace this past spring, and because the older one didn't, it's about 5 or 6 years old, and right now that produces all the chlorine for me. Now you're going to notice something unusual. There, I have a black hose with a valve, a ball joint valve right here, and you're probably wondering what that is for. Well, that's the 3rd project I did. So since this valve is open right now, pressurized water is going through the valve, down through this pipe right here, underground, and I'll show you where it goes. goes underneath the cement, comes up right behind this rose bush here, and then going up this PVC pipe that I installed, and there you can see two black tubes. One of them is the cold water, and you can see that I have up on my patio roof, just sitting up here, about 1,300 feet of black tubing. The cold water from the pool comes in, circulates around and around and around. The sun heats the black tubing, of course, and then it goes over to the secondary heater, goes around and around and around and around. This is about 500 feet of tubing, and it heats it up. Comes out this black tube, and right now I can touch it, and it's very warm. Comes back, goes down through the white tube, underneath the cement, back to the pool pump, and then you can see there's the hot water coming out right now. That's about hot tub temperature. I don't have my my laser thermometer with me right now, but last time I checked it is about 110 degrees. So it's about 100 115 is what we've noticed it. We've definitely raised the temperature of our pool water. And then basically the cost of this homemade water heater was just over $100, probably about $110, $115 worth of product. The hose got from Home Depot, painted some plywood black, plumbed it into my pool pump, and as long as my pump is running, I've got hot water flowing into the pool. It doesn't cost me a penny. Don't have to plug in an electric pool heater or pay for a gas pool heater. If the pool's too warm, like right now, my temperature right now is about 88 degrees. So it's a little bit too warm for me. My wife likes it. I could easily shut off that valve and then none of this water will be flowing up here. Therefore, it would not be heating the pool. While I'm up here, here's a close-up of my solar panels. There's 14 of them right there, 7 and 7. You can see my neighbor, he also installed his about a year ago. He's going to be my general contractor for the room I'm adding on. That's my fourth or fifth project that we're doing. It's a little bit larger than the others. Right here on the side of the house, you see that we have a big dirt pile. Alright, we're going to add a 16.5 feet wide, 28 foot long family room with cathedral style ceilings. It'd be about 10 foot 10 on the inside. We're going to put a fireplace in there, windows and doors and French doors going into the house. So this project, our permit should be in hand this week, and I'm hoping anytime this week, next week, we're going to start digging the footers, laying out the form, putting in the rebar, pouring the cement. Hopefully by end of August, early September, I'll have the floor poured, and then we're going to start putting up the walls and whatnot. So those are my projects that I did so far this summer. Got a lot of work done. Again, got the water heater for the pool, about just over $100 worth of material. I got the new energy efficient pool pump, and I'm hoping to save myself at least 40% of the pool pump expense from running that pump. We were only running it 4 hours a day, trying to conserve money, so our electric bill wasn't killing us. Now that's going to change. The pool pump cost me about $705 plus shipping. All right, and the solar panels, well, with all the rebates, it worked out to where these are going to be completely mine in about 5 or 6 years, or about what my average electric bill has been. So what they try to do is match your electric bill for a payment. Therefore, when about 5 years is over, I'm not going to have any kind of electric expense in this house unless my wife forgets to shut off the air conditioning. Imagine if I sold this house down the road with no electricity bill Wow, what a great amenity that would be. Anyway, so next time I show a video to you, it'll be hopefully a cement floor over there. Until then,